feel comfortable? Do I feel comfortable? Rexy? Good boy. Oh. Hi everyone. Happy summer of video games. I feel like gamers are eating really good right now. And that's cool. Rexy, do you see SQUIRREL? I don't want you to act to that. Oh. So I'm doing this video because IGN Live happened this past weekend here in Los Angeles. It was at a place called Magic Box in downtown LA. And I forgot where this place was. Turned out I had been there several years ago for like a VR experience that Bjork was putting on. It's a really cool event. But anyway, this was in the same building. I should have remembered that cell reception was terrible in there, but I did not remember. So for those of you who are trying to live tweet or do the socials during that time, I felt your pain. It was a lot of fun though. I would say it was definitely much smaller than E3. I feel like it scratched a little bit of that itch, but I would have loved to have seen all the things like experiences and photo opportunities. I would have loved to have seen all of those things happening throughout the whole weekend. I went just Saturday with my friend, and I had heard from a friend that on the Friday of IGN Live that they had a John Wick experience, and I did not see that there on Saturday. I was really bummed. I think it was because the director was there on Friday only. But when I was there, they had like taking a photo with Sonic and Shadow, I guess. Also, there was an Elden Ring DLC that has been announced, so we got to take photos with this very nasty looking egg that was placed inside of a pelvis bone, a very giant pelvis bone. So I'm guessing that's like some kind of monster. I don't know if that thing is like true to the same scale it will be in the game or not, but I had fun posing and doing my best Frank Frazetta babe impression. Maybe not my best, it's okay. There were like a bunch of places where you could play games, like plastic arcade games, which was cool. They also had places where you could test out like new monitors and new equipment, and then newer games that are coming out. I think a lot of those newer games were indie ones, and I think that's the point of IGN Live. Correct me if I'm wrong. I would have loved more context for some of the games that we could play. Like, why is this here? And when is this getting released? Is it already getting released? Is this thing that I'm playing on the new thing that's coming out? Is this an advertisement for like the Steam Deck or something like that, you know? So there was an area where you could play Kingdom Hearts, you could play Power Wash Simulator, and like some game called Harry Halibut, I think. And I was like, I don't know what any of this is, but I'm curious, and so I kind of fiddled around a little bit on this thing that kind of looked like a Steam Deck. Again, I would have loved to have known, like, are these newer games? Are these games that like you can test out the capabilities of how smoothly it runs? Their technological advances have happened with the handheld thingy. I don't know. It was a little unclear to me. Then again, there was a lot going on, and I got a little bit overwhelmed. Then there was like an area with Toyota as a sponsor, and this cute little lounge area that I enjoyed just chilling and playing a game in. And I am grateful to this for IGN Live. I did get to play some games that I've been curious about and I've never had a chance to. So at the Toyota location, I played Dave the Diver, and I had heard so many good things about it last year, and I just haven't had a chance to get my hands on it. And so being able to have that little snippet of the game was really delightful. It's such a charming, fun game that it's like a side scroller, it's pixely. Not only are you a guy named Dave who happens to dive, but you run like a sushi restaurant and you're trying to source things for your own restaurant and keep the ratings up high and hope that like the media keeps clients coming to your restaurant and stuff like that. It's really cute. I need more cozy games like that. It feels cozy to me. It's definitely a lot different than something like Red Dead Redemption. So very different. What do you see? What do you see? There's nobody out there. There's nobody. Everyone is in here. Everyone is inside. Yeah, you silly puppy. Let's see, what else did we do? Another exhibit hall where they had some cool tables up and stuff. They had like a table for Pride, which was really neat. They had some like a merch table from IGN. There was a Starfield hoodie that I saw that was very tempting, but the guy who was selling stuff kind of side-eyed me when I mentioned that I was happy to see Starfield merch. And don't get me wrong, Starfield definitely could use some improvement, but I feel like it still has a lot of potential. I love the idea of Starfield, and I think the graphic design in it is really slick. I think the costumes and character designs are really well done, and the music's pretty cool. The story could definitely use some work, but I also haven't played it in a little bit either, just because I have priorities elsewhere. But yeah, anyway, so they had some cool stuff. They also had like a Fallout hoodie and some other t-shirts and Funko Pops, I guess. Funko Pops are still a thing, I think. Yeah? Yeah. Some people were playing Mario Kart together, Super Smash Brothers, things like that. There was a fun seating area on, like, I think they still call them love sacks. I don't know, I'm not really a fan of the name. They had those for people to sit in or sit on. Also had some folks who were live recording for IGN, I think, while they were there. I don't know if it was for the stream. I would have been curious to hear or see more about that. I do feel like the space was a little bit cramped, because like there was like the people screaming for free stuff on one side, and then on this other wall behind you, you'd have like people recording for IGN, and I was like, that's a lot going on in one room. I don't know, I'm sure like the excited screams definitely helped for the live recordings, but anyway. I was hoping to see some more stuff about like the new Lego Horizon game that's coming out, or the new Dragon Age that will be, I guess, released this fall, which is really exciting, but I didn't see much of that there. Again, I think IGN Live is for more indie related stuff and talking about like computer equipment for gaming and things like Steam Deck and stuff, but I'm actually not sure. One big downside was that everyone who was working it was like, oh, check the schedule out online. It's like, none of us have reception in here. How can we check on the schedule? So they did have it printed out and listed in a couple different places, but I just felt like for a tech related event, it could have been better to have like Wi-Fi hotspots or something. That would have been really nice. Especially if they're like, consult the internet. I'm like, I have no internet. It's too bad. So there was that. And then there were some panels that happened. I didn't stick around for any of them, but I heard they were pretty fun. I had a friend who went to a Starship Troopers one, and then I had another friend who went to, I think it was like a Star Trek sing-along, I think, and I'm not sure exactly what it was in honor of, but for specifically Star Trek, I was like, what is this? Is this like more of a pop culture thing? Is there like a game coming out for Star Trek, or is there like an update coming out for Star Trek? And again, like I wasn't sure of the context of anything, so I'm like, is this supposed to be like E3, or is this more of like a general showcase that features mostly video games and video game tech, or does it also include some pop culture? And it seems to be the latter. So, you know, that's cool. I'm hoping for more events like this. I would really love to go to something that's like E3 for everybody to enjoy. I remember E3 at a certain point was only for industry professionals. and you know, to have something kind of like San Diego Comic Con or WonderCon here in Los Angeles. Sorry, Anaheim. WonderCon is in Anaheim. You know, that could be really fun to have something like that for gaming. Overall, I had a pretty good time. I bounded as Tally, and my friend bounded as Garrus. I don't think anybody really recognized what we were doing, but that's okay. And it was still a good fun time. Got some silly photos, got to play some games. And I can't stop thinking about Dave the Diver. I just can't stop thinking about the diver named Dave. Yeah, I think I might get that one. And maybe Power Wash Simulator at some point, but we'll see if things go on sale because getting laid off of your job sucks. Did you guys watch IGN Live last Friday? Are you guys excited about the new game announcements? Chime in. Let's chat about it. Sweet. Yeah. We're gonna say goodbye.